Imagine a society where children were taken from their families at the age of 7, where survival meant everything, and where loyalty to the state was more important than family. Welcome to ancient Sparta, a place with some of the most shocking laws in history. Get ready because today we're diving into the strict and often brutal laws of Sparta, laws that will definitely leave you astounded. Ancient Sparta wasn't like other Greek city-states. It was a society built around military strength, discipline, and complete loyalty to the state. Spartan laws were designed to create the perfect warrior, no matter the cost. So let's explore some of the most shocking, intense, and downright astounding laws that defined life in ancient Sparta. In Sparta, military training began early, really early. At just 7 years old, boys were taken from their families and enrolled in the Agoge, a state-run military training program. This wasn't just a school, it was a rigorous boot camp designed to make boys tough, resilient, and loyal soldiers. They were taught survival skills, combat techniques, and endured harsh conditions. They were often underfed to encourage them to be resourceful, and even punished if caught stealing food, though stealing itself was encouraged to hone their cunning. Unlike most ancient societies, Sparta had a surprising rule for its girls. They were required to exercise and stay fit. Spartan women were expected to be strong to give birth to healthy children, especially future soldiers. Girls trained in activities like running, wrestling, and even javelin throwing. This focus on physical fitness wasn't just about health, it was rooted in the belief that strong women would give birth to strong warriors, making it an essential part of Spartan law. One of the harshest practices in Sparta was the inspection of newborns. When a baby was born, it wasn't immediately welcomed into the family. Instead, it was brought before elders who examined it closely for signs of strength and health. If the child was deemed weak or sickly, it was abandoned, often left on a hillside to die. This brutal law was meant to ensure that only the fittest and healthiest children would grow up to contribute to Spartan society, keeping their populations strong and resilient. Marriage in Sparta wasn't about romance, it was about producing strong offspring. Spartan men typically married at around 30, after completing their military training, while women married in their late teens. But here's where it gets interesting. If a husband was deemed unfit to father children, he could be asked to allow a stronger man to conceive with his wife. This law prioritized the strength of the next generation over personal relationships, highlighting just how far Sparta went to ensure their society's survival. Sparta had little tolerance for wealth or luxury. Spartans were forbidden from using gold or silver coins. Instead, they used iron bars as currency, making it nearly impossible to accumulate wealth. Luxury goods and lavish lifestyles were seen as corrupting influences, so the state enforced a culture of simplicity and equality. This was designed to prevent greed and maintain a focus on duty and discipline. Spartans lived with the bare essentials, reinforcing a strict communal lifestyle. The Krypteia was one of the most secretive and terrifying aspects of Spartan law. As part of their training, select young men were sent into the countryside, where they would hunt and kill helots, Sparta's enslaved population, to keep them subjugated and discourage rebellion. This practice was a chilling test of loyalty, endurance, and ruthlessness, reinforcing the Spartan belief that strength and fearlessness were paramount. In Sparta, the idea of retreat or surrender was considered disgraceful. Spartan soldiers were expected to either return from battle victorious or die fighting. A famous Spartan law dictated that soldiers should return with their shields or on them. This uncompromising code of honor made the Spartan army one of the most feared forces in the ancient world, as each soldier was prepared to fight to the death rather than face dishonor. Sparta's laws were designed to create a society that valued strength, loyalty, and discipline above all else. From their harsh treatment of newborns to their intense military training and even their marriage laws, every aspect of Spartan life was shaped by their goal of creating the ultimate warrior society. While many of these laws may seem shocking by today's standards, they created a culture that remains one of the most fascinating and formidable in history. Which Spartan law surprised you the most? Let us know in the comments, and if you're curious about more ancient civilizations with shocking customs, make sure to subscribe and check out our next video.